Teetle, I found out my husband and sister were sleeping together, but my revenge plan cost them everything. I always thought my sister Chloe was a bit spoiled, but when she lost her job and her apartment, I didn't hesitate to take her in. She moved into our spare room, and for 3 months things were fine. Too fine, actually. My husband Mark started staying up late working in his office. He was glued to his phone and suddenly started locking his desk drawer, something he'd never done before. I ignored the sinking feeling in my stomach until I saw the receipt. It was for a small cheap burner phone purchased miles away. I waited until they were both out one Tuesday morning. I picked the lock on his drawer and found the phone hidden under a stack of old bank statements. It was lit up with texts. The messages weren't sweet or romantic. They were cold and calculated. They had been sleeping together for over a year, long before Chloe lost her job. Her job loss wasn't a tragedy. It was a ploy to get her into the house so they could save up enough money to buy a condo together and leave me with the mortgage. The most recent text made my blood run cold. Chloe wrote, "I think she's suspicious. Get ready to pull the trigger on the apartment next week." I didn't argue. I didn't scream. I just quietly put the phone back and made a single, cold-blooded decision. The next day, Mark and Chloe came home to find me sitting in the living room. I didn't mention the text. I just smiled, held up the papers and said, "The paperwork is final. I sold the house this morning." I explained I had taken an early buyout offer I had secretly been negotiating for months. The closing was expedited and the new owner was taking possession tomorrow morning. There was no lease, no notice period required. It was legal, quick cash, and I had already wired the full payment for a tiny cottage miles away for myself. They were stunned into silence. Their carefully planned escape fund was useless without a roof over their heads. And now they had nowhere to go, no more time to save, and a city full of people who knew exactly what they had done. I packed my last bag, tossed the condo listing Chloe had printed on the coffee table, and walked out without another word. Let them explain that betrayal on the street. 1 Min Shorts.